This is a presentation of our CS5200 project, and I'm basically going to start with the introduction. What we have made is an application which is somewhat like Quora but for recipes. You can actually look up recipes, or if you put in any ingredients, recipes relating to those are going to show up. Or you could also, as a user, make your own posts, and other users can comment on it. And then we have an expert who's like an expert in a particular domain. The domain would basically be a tag like Quora posts have. So the tags here would be anything related to food like lunch, dinner, dessert, breakfast, and all of that. And then, of course, we have an admin. Basically, I'll give you a better idea when we see the UML diagram. And here we have the user. The user is basically a generalization of the admin, expert, and a normal user. These are all the attributes that we have. And basically, a user will have an address, which is our one-to-one relationship. And then a user can follow other users. So that would be the self-reference. And then the normal user, expert, and the admin. Also, using the web services, our database has recipes that we're getting from the API, and a user can basically view or like those, and all the liked recipes appear on the user's profile. Also, like I mentioned, the user can make one or many posts, and also a user can comment on his or other people's posts. Now the post can either be image or just plain text, and the post can have tags. So tags would be like lunch, brunch, dinner, pizza, cakes, and all of that. The tech stack that we've used Mongo for our server, and we've deployed on Heroku, and we've used React for the front end. Now I'll continue with explaining all the relationships. Like I mentioned, we have three types of users: the admin, expert, and the normal user. The domain objects would be posts and comments. The user-to-user relationship is that a user can comment on another user's posts, and also user can view other users' posts. The user-to-domain object relationship is basically a user can have the CRUD operations on a post, and the user can also create or delete a comment. The domain-to-domain relationship is that a post has comments. One-to-one relationship is the address and the user. One-to-many relationship is that one user can have many posts. Also, one post can have many comments. The many-to-many relationship is that a post can have multiple tags, and then one tag can have multiple posts. The self-reference is that the user follows another user or many other users. And basically, like I mentioned, the generalization is the user is a generalized form of the admin, expert, and the normal user. The enums here we have post type, which is the post can be image or text. And again, the tags are an enum. The aggregation here is the user and the post, where if a user is deleted, his or her post still remain. And tags and post also share an aggregation relationship. And then the composition is between address and user. If the user is deleted, the address is deleted too. And if the post is deleted, the comments are deleted too. Now we'll discuss the demo of the project, but I'd just like to mention that while deploying the front end on Heroku, we seem to face some errors, and that's why I request you to actually check the README of the front end Git repo to follow the instructions. Now we look at how to register a user. So we have the register button at the home page, and this is basically asking all the user details. So let's create user Alice. And basically the user type, it could be a user or an expert, and we have a one-to-one relationship with the address and the user, but that's not available in the UI. Now I'll be giving you a demo of the application. This is basically what appears when this is the home page, and you see different recipes. Let's just click on one of those. and then we have the recipe. So this is basically the web service that we've used. We're getting all the recipes from there. Now we have 3 users, so let's try logging in as a normal user. So I'm going to put in the username and password. Okay, so again, the user can just see all of the this is the homepage, the recipes, and the user has a profile. So here all the liked recipes appear. Like we can see here at the homepage, we have the like button. So if the user likes a post, it'll appear on the like posts. And then we have the users post. So a user can create, update, or delete a post. We're going to try to create a post now. So I'm going to now save it, and the post will get created. That's right here. We can also update the post. And it'll now be updated. We can also delete the post. So now the post will be deleted. Right here. And the user can also follow other users. So I'm going to look at all the other user A already follows user H. So now we're going to try to follow another user. So let's try following user Bob. So the user is now also following Bob. We can also edit the user's profile, and this is for the update option. And the user can also then log out. So the other user is an expert user. So Bob here is an expert user. And the expert user can basically just see all the posts by the tag. The expert also has functionality to create posts and update posts, but that's not present in the UI. Next, we're going to log in as the admin. So admin can basically create, update, delete users, and also posts. So let's say since we're logged in as A, we can just see user A's post, and then we can delete it. We can also delete user A, or we can just create. Let's try creating user A. And here let's just let the user type be a user. All right. So here again we have user A is created again. Okay, so now let's look at how a user can add a comment or a tag to a post. So let's log in as user A. And when we go to the profile, and we have this post button here, so you can see all the posts that exist. So let's look at this post, which asks what is the best flour for cake dough. And this is just a placeholder that exists. This mentions the user who made the post. This is the title, and this is the actual post. So let's add all purpose flour. So let's add this comment. So like we can see the comment has been added, and then we can add any tag, like let's mention dessert. So the dessert tag is now added. On the home page, we also have the search option where we can already see a few of the recipes that have been listed. But let's say if I want to look for a recipe for pizza, so I'm just going to type that in, and it'll show me the recipe, and I can then click on to view the whole recipe.